recording.
Our service mission here was supposed to last 31
to the room.
so we've done 2 days and 6 days. For the food, that's for 6 people. So for just me, that's going to last 300 souls.
Oh my god. I haven't recorded this, but I have been trying to find play this because I have to wait. So if you want to download this, it's gonna be on the App Store. Just type in Dragon City, and there you will get it. So yeah, if you want to download it, you go to the App Store, search in Dragon City. It's a really good game. This is gonna be scary.
Number 15, Crazy McNuggets Lady. When 24-year-old Melody Duchesne arrived at a Toledo, Ohio McDonald's, she wanted one thing and one thing only: chicken McNuggets. Unfortunately, this McDonald's couldn't fulfill her wishes, and their refusal to do so sent Duchesne into describing a gigantic slow-motion craft that was pitch black and completely silent, at least until it passed under you. When that happened, you could see what one witness described as a brilliant amber color coming from the center. It's one of the most widely reported incidents of UFO activity on record, yet it's also somehow not mentioned or remembered. Perhaps this is because not many people had cell phones back then, which means that there isn't a lot of video evidence to analyze now. Still, there's no less than 4 different recordings of the Phoenix Lights, and these were immediately picked up and played by media outlets. All of the videos show the exact same thing the eyewitness reports describe: a slow-moving UFO that makes no sound. The government has a different version of events. They explain this bizarre occurrence away as just a standard military drill. According to them, these were actually special flares that were being used as military target practice. Most witnesses, however, insist that this was either a secret jet fighter or else actual alien activity. Number 4. Men in Black. A person has their dashboard cam on as they are driving down a long stretch of country road. They round a corner and almost hit a man who is dressed in all black. He is holding a simple briefcase while standing in the road. He turns around and runs away, and that's when you can see he is clearly not alone. There's a second man in black who turns around and runs with him. Notice how they run at the exact same speed and synchronize their steps. The camera soon reveals a large group of men who all appear to be dressed as government agents. They all look like they are around the same height and weight, and they are otherwise almost identical in every way. In the distance, you can see a red flare burning bright. It looks as if they are at some sort of drop-off point. The video cuts out abruptly before we can learn anything else. One thing is clear, this group was obviously doing something secretive and didn't want to be discovered. Of course, this could also be some sort of prank too, but that seems like a lot of effort. Number 3, more Men in Black. This footage comes from a hotel camera in New York that's near Niagara Falls. Shane Sovar is a hotel manager who claims to have seen a large triangular UFO shoot past by his window one night. An on-duty hotel security officer backs up this claim and says that he saw it too. They contact an amateur UFO group called the Aerial Phenomenon Investigations Team, who does a standard investigation and leaves. Things get very odd soon after. Around 2 weeks after the Aerial Phenomenon was finished their investigation, a pair of men dressed in all black suits reportedly entered the hotel and began to interrogate witnesses for more information. They specifically wanted to know where Shane and the hotel security guard could be found. Shane said that people who had spoken with the men later told him how strange they looked. They were tall, pale, had no eyebrows or eyelashes, and basically looked exactly the same. They had especially large and unsettling eyes, and one woman told Shane that she felt like they were able to read her mind. Whether these two men were simply businessmen on vacation or actual government agents is anyone's guess, but Shane swears that he is telling the truth. Exactly what the team of UFO investigators had found during their investigation, along with whatever these men were looking for, has never been released to the public. In this era of instant information, it seems as though almost any inquiry can be easily answered within minutes. Sometimes, however, things happen that simply defy any reasonable explanation, from strange illnesses to the potentially paranormal. These mysterious videos all come from the far edges of reality and may very well make you question the limits of what's possible. Chills. Number 12, Country Ghost. A police officer is patrolling a long stretch of country road when something suddenly almost causes him to swerve into a ditch. It's hard to see what happened, but when you slow the video down and play it frame by frame, you can see a transparent figure step directly into the police officer's path. Look closely and you can just make out the slender outline of a head and a body. It almost looks like the small frame of a woman. The figure passes through the car without damage, and the police officer makes a 3-point turn to go back and investigate. As he crawls forward, he sees nothing. The road is empty and the night scenery is silent. Number 11, The Distress Call. A YouTuber named Blake M thinks he accidentally recorded a strange message while filming himself on the side of the road. Listen carefully and see if you can hear it for yourself. The message is very brief, so if you didn't hear it, then turn up your volume and listen to this version with subtitles. Right around when Blake smooths over his hair, you can hear a distant voice said, someone asking for help from the afterlife. Number 10, The Manchester Haunting. This CCTV footage comes from Manchester, England, where a supposed poltergeist temporarily turned an insurance office into its stomping grounds. The surveillance footage looks fairly normal for the first minute or so, but then things start to get strange shortly thereafter. After tossing around some chairs, the office ghost becomes much more violent and aggressive. Now the ghost flings open filing cabinets and slams doors while jiggling the doorknob to one room in particular with an angry intensity. What's inside that room is anyone's guess, but it's clear that the ghost is paying special attention to that area and desperately wants to get in.
I need you to authorize.
This home footage was taken at the end of 2016 in rural Pennsylvania. A man grows tired of the strange noises coming from his basement and decides to investigate with a camera. According to him, it always